What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies to you. Oh yeah, guys. So, since last episode, I have been working on applied energistics just a little bit. You can see over here, we got a few extra disk drives. I have removed the chest that was previously right where I'm standing and dumped all that stuff into the AE system. All the drives I made there are just 1K, so they're very, very small, but they can hold 63 unique types, and yeah, everything is just stored on these little disks over here. Looks like we got 2 of them that are free of stuff, and the rest of these are pretty much full. We'll upgrade those to the higher capacity ones later. We'll probably go to 4Ks. I don't know if we're going to go straight to the 16Ks just yet. But yeah, what I want to work on today, I want to start looking at our area up here. Let me grab some blocks. So we'll go ahead and come up here. Let's turn off hover mode. I've been thinking, since that pressure plate thing that we had here, I can't even remember what it's called, the thing that shot us up here, since that thing works great going upwards if we don't have hover mode on, but it doesn't really work coming back down, and it doesn't really work if we have hover mode on. I'm thinking we're probably not gonna do that. Unfortunately, it's fun, and I really liked messing with that thing, but I just don't think that's gonna work for us. I think what we're gonna end up doing is just building stairs up to each one of these platforms. Now, the way that is set up, I went, I think, 11 blocks up and 11 blocks over, so it should be completely diagonal line up there. You know what? I need a crafting table. I don't have one. All right. Let's go craft up some stairs real quick. We'll get that going. Not there. Okay, we got empty space here. I think we're just going to do stone brick stairs for now. We'll swap those out later. When we get some better building materials, we really need to get into like forestry and stuff like that to get the different trees so we can get different wood types. I don't know if yeah, there's no carpenter's blocks in here. And what is the other mod that we were using? Chisel? Yeah, chisel isn't in here either, so we can't even make like fancy stone or cobblestone, unfortunately. So we have to work with the base vanilla materials, or we have to actually farm everything else to build out of. And we haven't really gotten to the point yet where we can farm stuff. So let's see. I'm going to use some of this stone right here just as a base to place some stairs on. I think if we place the stairs out here, right like that, that should line up perfectly with this up here. I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? This is actually gonna be kind of a pain, huh? So I'm gonna have to kind of I'm placing those the wrong way. In this modded version, can I use a wrench to change the positioning of these stairs? Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Okay, that's great. So let me go ahead and just wrench those into place. Nice. So yeah, we should be able to stairway all the way up here. Let me get that done, guys, and we will be right back. All right, well, now we are all set here, and the stairs did line up perfectly, just as I thought they would. So yeah, they go from the very outside to the very outside over here, and then I got the upside down stairs just to kind of connect to here. So yeah, I think that works out rather well. Okay, very good. So now we have a way up and down. With hover mode on, we kind of float down to the next platform, but that is perfectly fine, and we can sprint up these stairs, I'm pretty sure, and still get up and down pretty quickly. So I think what we're going to end up doing is building a platform on all 4 sides, and we'll have stairs going up just like this. They'll all be like the upside down pyramid looking thing. I think that's going to look pretty awesome when we get to that point. Okay, so the next thing that I want to work on today, I should get a bed up here so I can sleep. I'm just going to use this one down here for now. Hover mode off for a second. What? Yeah, oh, I can only sleep at night. It's nighttime. Yeah, I want to get a bed up there. I want to start moving our things up to that platform so we have a reason to go up there and stay up there. I think we're going to move our applied energistics stuff up there, but in order to do that, we're going to need power, and I think we should be able to use one of these solar panels. Yeah, I took these solar panels that we had. Man, that is using... Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, I had these solar panels that we just had in our storage. I hooked those up just onto this flux duct just because they weren't being used for anything. But yeah, I think we should be able to take these off of here and switch over to solar panel, or solar power from the solar panels for our applied energistic system. So let's go ahead and move this stuff up there. Just go ahead and break all this stuff, take you and you. I think that's all we need to have our, in the crystal growth chamber. Yeah, we'll take that up there too. So I believe for just basic storage, we don't have anything crazy going on. We don't have auto crafting or any of that. I think this should be fine. Now the question is, where are we going to set this thing up? I guess we should define where the inside of our base is. And I was kind of thinking along this ring right here would be a decent amount of workspace inside. Okay, so let's start laying out some stuff. I got a stack of stone brick on me. I think that should work. Yeah, I think we will go ahead and do this. We'll leave the 3 in the center so we have access to the other sides. That's a center right here. Yeah, we'll go and do this. I don't know if we're going to keep this out of stone, but it is a building material that we have right now, and I don't want everything out of stone brick. And cobblestone's kind of ugly too, so we will just do this for now. Again, we can easily replace these later. It's not a huge deal. Just like so. Okay, so that's kind of like what the shape of the base is going to be in here. Then we'll have the paths to go up to the next platforms and such. Alright, so now that we have like the shape of the place defined a little bit better, where are we going to put our applied energistics stuff? Yeah, that's something we're going to have to figure out, right? We do have the hole in the center down here. We can put a whole bunch of stuff that we don't want to look at, and we can run wires up. Yep, okay, so let me give this a little bit more thought, guys. I'll try and figure out something. We might just throw it down for now and figure out a better spot for it later. I don't know, but yeah, let me take a minute here, think about it, and we will be right back. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and I threw the applied energistics system down, kind of in a temporary place, but we can access all of our stuff here. It's being powered by this solar panel, and I put the crystal growth accelerator here as well. But yeah, so I was trying to get some strings so I can make some wool, so I can make a bed. So I decided to come up here and I grew a 2x2 pine tree. The first one didn't have very many leaves, so I cut that down. Grew another one, and then we got one with a decent amount of leaves. So while I was waiting for all those leaves to turn to the infested leaves, I decided to start outlining where the other platforms are going to be, and I built the stairs up and all of that stuff. So this is kind of the idea that I'm thinking that we're going to have here. Whoop, let's actually land on a platform. I think this is going to look pretty cool, but we still need to fill this all in, actually. I haven't gotten to that part yet. So we will go ahead and get all this done. I'm going to fill in these platforms. So I don't know if we're going to start putting things up on these newer ones just yet, but I kind of wanted to get this idea laid out so we have a better idea of like where our base design is going to go. I also need to actually build the pyramids underneath and all that stuff, the upside down pyramids, to get this fully complete, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to get these things laid out since I had to wait for a while for those leaves to become infested anyway, so good starting point for that. Yeah, we'll have to, oh, what the heck? We'll have to get torches up here. Make sure things don't spawn at nighttime for sure. Alright, let's get that done. In there, in there. I think we got one block left over. Right, so now that we got an idea for our base design, kind of got an outline for where our main area is going to be, I think we should probably take a break from base building. A lot of this stuff I'm going to have to do off camera to get this all filled out or whatever. But yeah, let's take a break from base building. Let's actually get a little bit of string. I want to get that so I can make a bed. I want to put a bed up here. And we will start looking at some quests today. Can I break these with this? Okay, so yeah, string, 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 perfect. I'll have to chop down the rest of this tree at another time. I just want enough string to make some wool so I can get a bed up here. How much do I have right now? That's 8, and I do have 1 piece of wool already in our applied energistic system, so we are good. Eventually, I think it would be kind of cool to be able to run around this base without having to use a jetpack, so I'll probably turn hover mode off, and we'll just be able to run up and down these stairs to the new platforms and things like that. I'm also kind of thinking, whoop, take some fall damage, running a little too fast. I'm thinking that from like this platform and that platform, we might have stairs going up from the center to another platform that's going to be between these up higher. So yeah, it'll be kind of like a little network of these platforms connected together with stairs and things. We'll have fences around the outside here to prevent us from accidentally running off. I think that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, let's take a look at our quest book and see what quests we have to do for today. I want to make some progress in this aspect of the quest map or whatever, the challenge. Sky Farm, did we have anything left? Oh yeah, we had to do the resource seeds here, so I don't think we're going to do that. Tinker's Toys, we have to get into Botania to make the Mana Steel Ingot. Storage Wars, we have completed, even though it says 88% complete, so I assume completing something else is going to unlock a quest here. Power Grid, top tier generation, we wanted us to make one of these high-end culinary generators, which is pretty expensive at this point still. We need to get all of our stuff automated. Let's see. Speaking about automation, I think what would be a cool idea, let's grab a an igneous extruder, is that what it's called? This guy right here. This will make cobblestone. I think we'll make a higher end version of this thing. This will make cobblestone. We can put upgrades in there, so I'll do stacks at a time. Igneous catalyst, hold shift, level 2. Up to 32 cobblestone per operation. I think this is what we're going to want. So this can make, I think you can upgrade to a tier 3 and make stacks at a time. So we can take those cobblestone stacks, we can either melt that down to lava, or we can sift it or crush it, pulverize it. I think that's what we want to do. So let's make an igneous extruder. Yeah, another thing we're missing up here is a crafting table. Oh no, this is a crafting terminal here, so I can craft directly in this thing. That's awesome. Okay. So let's make, can I just make a piston? No, of course not. Wood, I got some planks, or I got logs on me, you can just throw those in here. Let's make some planks, make a stack of those, and we'll just throw that in the system. I think we're not going to actually have cobblestone or iron. Yeah, all my resources are still down here. Let us grab a few stacks of cobblestone to put in the system, and man, I think we will go ahead and put some of our resource blocks. Actually, we should put all of our resource blocks up there. Okay, tell you what, let me go ahead and make that igneous extruder off camera. I'll move all of our resources into our AE system, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I took some time here and I made that igneous extruder. I made this the resonant version so it can have the maximum amount of augmentations in it. Then we've put in, or I've created these augments to put in there. So we got the level 1, level 2, and level 3. This will do up to 64 cobblestone per operation. I've taken some time here off camera also, and I've kind of laid out these platforms a little bit better. I put the walls around, put all the torches up, so everything's lit up. We don't have to worry about sleeping until nighttime. I did take down that tree, and I made a bed, so we can sleep should we choose to. Let's see, what else did I do? Yeah, this platform right here, I actually had this off-center 1 block, or at least the stairs up to that platform. So yeah, I moved that all over. We centered that thing properly. And yeah, everything should be good now. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out. Like I said, I still need to get the little pyramid things, the upside down pyramids underneath these other platforms. And I'll do that sometime off camera. But what I wanted to do with this igneous extruder, I want to get this making cobblestone. And we already have cobblestone generation down there into a barrel, but what I want to do is have this hooked up into a deep storage, because the deep store will hold, I think, 4 billion or 2 billion or trillion. I can't even remember how much this holds, but it holds a lot. But this is the more expensive recipe here. Yeah, it uses the strong boxes, which is a hard and strong box and that. So as a chest with some tin. So we have to make 4 of those. Let's make some chest here. Plank. We will make 2 more of these. I forgot how good having Applied Logistics crafting terminal is. This is so good, guys. So good. So we'll drill back down into this thing. So we need to make 2 more of these. Right? And then we have to make bunch of these guys. I think 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Made some more Invar off camera too. We were running low on that. Hard and strong box. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have enough of this hardened glass. I just made half a stack. Or actually, I made 18 of those. Dang, we're one short. Okay, lead. I'll do that, and I'll need to grab a couple pieces of obsidian. Yeah, I made some of those because we were running low on that as well. But we can go ahead and do that right now as well. Put that right here, wait for that to melt up. Okay, so the igneous extruder, yeah, we'll be able to make stacks at a time. I guess I can grab a bucket of lava. We can get that ready to go while we are waiting for the lead to melt. So, bucket. I'll just grab some lava down here. Okay, so now we got that. This is melted, should be melted by now, it is. Okay, so we can pour that onto our obsidian and make the hardened glass. Waiting for that to finish up. Okay, I'll grab that other piece later. We only need one right now. Okay, so reinforced strong box, and then finally, yep. Oh, we need the resonant frame. Oh, we need a few more of those. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, well, I'm going to have to make 3 more. I should have looked at those recipes so I knew. Alright, so I'll stick that in there. Grab this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 more obsidian. We'll need to turn those. I got 5. Did I put one in there? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll need to turn that into the hardened glass as well so we can make the deep stores. But yeah, the deep store will be able to store all that cobblestone. I have a feeling, I was looking through the quest book and I saw there is a section down here for the hoarding, but there's nothing filled out. So I'm going to assume Jada Cat's going to do the same thing that was done in Agrarian Skies 1. She's going to require a whole bunch of the ×8 cobblestone. So we're going to want a good stockpile of that stuff. Also, it's just good to have the cobblestone for building materials or whatever as well. Even though we have like a full stack of stacks, a full barrel full of this stuff. Yeah, we might need some a little bit later. Okay, let's grab one more of these. Actually, I'll get the last one going down here, and we will ignore that. Okay, so we should have everything that we need now. There's that guy. Whoops, go back. This. And there we go. Deep storage units. Perfect. Right, so I think we're going to sit that right there. Yeah, it doesn't really say how much it stores, but I'm pretty sure it's like either 4 billion or 2 billion or something like that. It's a lot. So we can go ahead and stick this guy here. Let's go ahead and configure it so it outputs to the right. We will put our augments in there. And we need to put a bucket of lava. Oh, is this set to the right thing? Yeah, it's set to cobblestone. Sit there and throw the water on the ground. There we go. So now we should be making stacks of cobblestone at a time. And it's all going to be going over here into the deep storage unit. So over time, we're going to be getting a ridiculous amount of cobblestone, which is awesome. We will be using this stuff at some point, I am sure. But anyway, now that we have that, we can start looking at removing this guy here. And all for our lava production, we can probably move upstairs. Although I don't really want to hear the fire, we might switch it over to something else like, I think pyrotheum is the next stage up for this to make lava. And I think with pyrotheum, it doesn't make sounds other than the fire that it produces sometimes, but we can try and make it so it won't make any fire and it'll be completely silent. I think that's where we're going to go with our lava production in the near future. That'll probably be underneath here so we can make all the lava and stuff down below. Okay, but now let's take a look at the quest book and actually get a quest done since I kind of got sidetracked on making the cobblestone for some reason. So Mob Hunter, Mystical Blood, Thaumaturgy, Botanical Engineering. Maybe we should actually jump into Botania because that's going to get us to be able to make that Mana Steel like we were looking at earlier for that last quest. So Flower Baptism. Once you have some flower petals, you'll want to make a petal apothecary. If it any point you need more information about quests from the floral one, read the Lexica. Okay. Do we have a Lexica Botania? I can't remember. Yes, we do. Okay, so this is like the guide, everything you need to know about Botania. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. View online, share, welcome to Botania. My game just froze. Guys, I broke it. That was weird. It wasn't really broken. Like, I hit escape and it sounded like the book closed and then everything started back up again. I don't know. Something. So, information, blah, blah, blah. How do I get to... Did it do it again? It did it again. I have to hit escape and then it fixes itself. How do I get to the main... I don't want to add a bookmark. How to fail at reading the book. View online. I thought there was a way that you could get into the... Yeah, it keeps freezing up whenever I stop looking at that. I thought there was a way that you could look at the book and it shows you everything you need to know. Maybe there's another book that I have to get. Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Okay, we will stop looking at this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can look at all the stuff that you need to do to get Botania stuff, but either I just can't figure it out at the moment, or there's something a little wonky about that book. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. So we want to make a petal apothecary. Does this show us how to do that? So we need a mystical white petal, some cobblestone, and some cobblestone slabs. So we have mystical white flower seeds, so we are going to need to grow these and get the petals. And I think you have to do that with the crops as well. So we will go ahead and remove the artichokes, since we aren't really using that. Okay, I need some bone meal too. Let's go and grow those real quick. Bone meal. Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to break it, but that's fine. I'm actually going to set that back, put these back here. Wait, did that not give us anything? Oh, okay. It went into the water. So we got one white mystical petal. Okay, so there's many different types over here. Plains petal apothecary, what is this? Metamorphic plains cobblestone. Is there a difference between these petal apothecaries? There might be, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like we can get different types of cobblestone, which is interesting. So different colors to build with, but we're gonna go with this one right here. What was the other thing? Oh, it's missing cobblestone slabs. So let's go and do that and that. And there's our petal apothecary. Okay, so for now, I guess we'll stick it in this corner. We do need water. I used my water for the cobblestone generator and didn't fill that back up. Right here. Oh, actually, we have that well that we made a while ago, too, that we could have used. There we go. Okay, so that's full. Now let's see, what was the next step of the quest book? Okay, so detection task, we made the petal apothecary. That's going to give us 16 mystical light blue flowers. Let's claim that reward. Mana pool unlocks one quest elsewhere. So in order to make a mana pool, I think we're going to have to actually do this one first. For further progression down the path to natural technology, you will need special stone and wood. Only the purest flowers can cleanse stone and wood and return them to their living state. So we have to make a pure daisy. All right. Does this show us all the recipes we need? Okay, so we're going to need 4 more of those petals. Drop that into the petal apothecary, and that should give us the pure white daisy. So let's go down here real quick, and we will bone meal this guy a little bit more. Get some more of those petals. I keep doing that wrong. I forget, you can't right click. You can't right click that with bone meal in your hand. I think we need an empty hand, actually. So let us put these back. Do that. Bone meal. There we go. That's how you do it. Might as well just make a few of these real quick while we're at it. Okay, I think that should be good. How many petals do we have? We have 10. That should give us 2 pure white daisies, which is what we're going to need eventually. Okay, so it said put 4 of those in the petal apothecary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all I gotta do? I can't remember if I have to do something else. So I right click this. I really can't remember what I need to do. I thought that is all you had to do. I feel like we have to click something onto it though. The Lexica Botania was not working for me. Might have to figure this out first before we can get anywhere into the game here. Next page. Alright guys, well I remembered that when you hold a Lexica Botania in your hand, you can shift right click on things and it will open up to a page for whatever you're looking at. And that seems to have gotten us to this point where we can actually see the Welcome to Botania. Yeah, that was really weird that it was like broken before and now I can actually see other things. Anyway, so I shift right click onto this thing and it says talking about the petal apothecary. Whoops. Shift right click. Next page. Put the water bucket in. Okay, so this says once one has set the correct petals and throw some seeds in, we'll finalize the process. So that was the thing I was missing before, was some seeds. I don't know if you need 1 or 2, but I will get 2 of them. There we go. Okay, we got it. Now that we have the petal apothecary set up, I think it'll be a good time for us to actually take this brick well and move that upstairs because we're going to be needing water a lot, it looks like. So we will stick you, I guess right there is fine for now. Okay, water bucket. Right, so now that we have that, we can go ahead and make 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some seeds. Okay, so now we got 2 of these guys. So, in order to make the mana pool, I think we have to plant these on dirt. Is it? It might be. Let's try planting that on dirt. Aha. Okay, so in order to make the mana pool, we have to make the pure stone. So we get some smooth stone and we wrap it around the flower. You see it starts putting off those particles or whatever. And that'll eventually turn into the type of stone that we need. Just takes like a minute or 2. So I'm going to do this, wait for all of this to change, harvest it. Probably going to do that twice, get a couple of these made, and we will be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we got the living rock created here. I've done this a few times already now. I think this should make half a stack. Yeah, we got 32 of those now. So yeah, we went ahead and we got this stuff. So the next thing is we need to make this into a diluted mana pool. In fact, let's actually go back to the quest book. I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, the mana pool right here. So it wants us to make a mana pool. Oh, you know what? This isn't the diluted one. This is the regular one. So it's going to be a little bit before we get to that point. Okay, so purity, we got this done. Detection tasks, living wood, right. So we have to do the same thing with logs around the flower. Let's go ahead and get those going. So while I think it can be like that, I don't think it matters how these are placed. They got little sparklies around them. Yeah, it looks like they all got the sparklies, so that's working. So while that is going, we can go ahead and make a diluted mana pool. This guy right here. We need to take one of these and throw it into a diluted mana pool that has mana in it. So we actually have to make 2 of these. Pretty sure that's how that works. So we'll go and make 2 of those for the future. Let's see. We need a way to produce mana. And I can't remember if the quest book has that in here or not. Doesn't look like it. Oh, you know what? Right here, day blooms. I think that's what this is. I've already went ahead and I prepared some petals to make day blooms. So what we have to do is put in, I think it's 2 yellow, 1 light blue, and 1 orange. So I made these petals. Oh yeah, we also have to drop seeds in there. I keep forgetting about that. So let us get some seeds made. Oop, not that one. This one. There we go. And that gives us our day bloom. Okay, very good. So I'm going to make a few of these. We're going to need a bunch of these guys to produce mana right away from the start. Yeah, we don't really have a good way to make constant supply of water. Okay, we'll do that. So orange, light blue. Whoops, I put too many in there. How do I get those back out? I can't remember. Should I okay, I can shift right click on them, it looks like, and they'll come back out. And then 2 of those and 1 of those. There's probably a way I can do this more efficiently. Okay, so we got 4 of those made. I'll make the rest off camera. So now we got living wood over here. We can go and harvest this stuff. Okay, was that the next part of the quest? I can't remember. Oh, okay, that unlocked a bunch of stuff down here now. So this is done. Living rock and living wood. That's going to give us a wand of the forest, which is good. This is how we can say this flower goes to this mana pool, or this mana spreader goes to this mana pool, or whatever. It's kind of like the wrench that for Botania. So we can get either a full heart or a reward bag. We're going to take the reward bag. Yeah, function mode, and I can't remember what the other mode is. Bind mode and function mode. Yeah, bind we can say this flower goes to this thing, or the function mode we can change the way objects behave. I think that's how that works. I'm not an expert in Botania. I've only used it a little bit. Okay, so let's go and open our reward bag and see what we got here. And that gives us a creepy doll. Right. So I don't think we're going to be using that. I think that's how you make Enderman. By throwing that into... Anyway, I can't remember. So we have these day blooms, and those are what we're going to need to fill up our mana pool, our diluted mana pool. These only work during the daytime. And I think I have to use the wand of the forest to bind this to that. Or maybe I don't have to do that. Maybe it'll automatically work. But since it is nighttime, that flower is not going to be working. It only works during the day. Basically, what I want to do is just get a few of these day blooms laid out and try and make our mana pool. So you don't want to put them next to each other. You want to put them at like diagonals. Because of whatever reason, that's just what it says in the book that you need to do. Okay, so yeah, they're all sparkly. Wait, do we have to make a mana... I can't remember. Do we have to make a mana spreader to get the mana out of these flowers? Unknown status. Unknown. Yeah, I don't think that's actually putting mana into this mana pool. Okay, so how do we make a mana spreader? So some living wood, gold, white petal. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. So let's go ahead and make one of those. And we'll just stick that right like that. We'll put the mana spreader on top. We will shift right click that to here. Okay, so the mana spreader is getting the mana out of these guys, and that's dumping it right over here into our mana pool. Yeah, we can see all those are empty now. Okay, so it stopped making... Oh, wait. Oh, no, it is still making that because I'm holding the wand. I was going to say it's not it's not doing that because these are out of mana. Okay, there we go. A little bit of mana went into our mana pool. And we have to throw a diluted one into this, but this says there's an X on there, so we don't have enough mana. So we have to wait for these to make more, which is just going to take time. Then that'll go into the mana spreader. The mana spreader will dump it over into this thing. Yeah, we can see this is filling up slowly. You can keep right-clicking on it. I'm not exactly sure how much we need. It just says X, so we don't have enough. But yeah, eventually we will dump our diluted mana pool into this when it has enough mana. That'll turn it into the regular mana pool. And we should be able to continue on in a little bit of Botania here. Let's go back to the quest book real quick. See what else it says that we can do. Or flora. And orchid is a great boon on Void World. Using some mana, it can generate common ores and nearby stone. It won't generate anything priceless, but it's better than sifting. Maybe. Okay, so that's a way that we can create ores. Yeah, this is the quest that we're going to be working on. So we made the mana spreader, which is part of this. We will need to make a mana pool, which we get, like I said, by throwing the diluted one into this guy when it has enough mana. But this is going to take a little bit of time to complete. I will probably end up making some more of these day blooms. And then once we get the mana pool set up, we'll tear down this temporary thing. We'll stick it up on one of these platforms, whichever one we're going to be doing our growing stuff. I guess we might stick it over by where the tree farm is going to be or whatever. But yeah, guys, I think we have reached the end of today's episode. Got a lot of random stuff done today. I was having fun building. Did a lot of stuff off camera, actually. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.